Invasion Season 3 coming to us on Apple TV Plus. Simon Kinberg, creator and executive producer of the show and the series, here joining us. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
First of all, the Apex aliens, the creation of them, the emotion of what you wanted them to be. They're coming out in season number 3. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited because this is the first season where we show the ultimate alien of the show, the Apex alien, that sort of alien that is the most sentient of our aliens and is in control of all the ones we've seen previously. And creating the visuals for that was an amazing process with a whole ton of really talented folks. Eric Henry's the visual effects supervisor of our show, and he's won Emmys and worked on a bunch of extraordinary things. And he was really excited about building an alien that could feel both scary and dangerous, but also ethereal and emotional and kind of like hypnotic and mesmerizing for the audience. And so there's a lot of beauty to this Apex alien, even as it's doing some really terrifying things.
Oh, exactly. And one of the beauty things of the show is just how beautifully it's shot, but also the relationships, the different viewpoints we get to see. I mean, talk a little bit about, kind of going into that in season number 1, what we got to see 2 years ago in season number 2, and really keeping that part of the series that connects to so many people.
Yeah, I appreciate that. The show for me has always been about our characters. It's an ensemble show that has taken place all over the world, and you follow these different people in their disparate lives in completely different nationalities and cultures and contexts, and come to care about them as just normal people, as real people that are like us. And the promise of the show has always been to see this epic alien invasion through this very intimate personal lens. And this season, the thing I'm most excited about and most proud of is the way all of these different parallel storylines from the first couple of seasons come together. And these people who, other than this alien invasion happening, never would have met each other, never would have even set foot in the same continent possibly, are suddenly forced to come together as a team and fight for the human race against kind of seemingly insurmountable odds with these aliens. So that the characters for me have always been what is central to the show and what is special to the show.
And I guess maybe a two-parter. Which character are you most like, and which character do you wish you were more like?
Oh, that's interesting. That's a really great question that I've never been asked before. Kind of on anything I've worked on. The character that I'm most like is probably Jamila, India's character, because I am a pretty hopeful, optimistic person, the way she is. I do sort of love with all my heart when I do love. And I think I'm someone who is a sort of quiet leader in the way that she's a quiet leader. I think the character that I wish I was most like would probably be Mitski, because there's a nobility to her and obviously a genius to her as well, that I wish I had a little bit more of that in me.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that. The things that we see in ourselves and the things that we aspire to be. And I think that's what, these shows, do for us. But, especially you being a part of like Deadpool and X-Men and Star Wars and The Martian and, the relationships, the emotions, the special effects that go into everything. I mean, this feels like your own kind of special project, kind of, builds on those, but also kind of in its own world. I mean, talk a little bit about kind of the emotions as you're going through all these projects and maybe separating them or kind of putting these all together.
Yeah, I mean, everything that I've worked on is obviously different, but it comes from me. I mean, and the beautiful thing about working in film and television is it doesn't just come from me. They're all collaborative mediums, and you're working with incredible partners. I've been lucky to work with incredible partners, whether they're filmmakers or actors or writers. And this show's no different. This show has really, really special people in it. And I think what's maybe unique in terms of the stuff I've worked on is it's probably the most intimate show or movie that I've done. It really is the most sort of ground level and grounded. People don't have superpowers. It doesn't take place in space. It's really normal people in the real world. And even The Martian is relatively heightened because it's Mars, obviously, and also because you're dealing with a ton of geniuses at NASA. This is a show that's just like real folks in the real world set against a completely surreal thing that happens. And it's I think the Martian, X-Men, uh, Elysium, a lot of things that I've worked on have elements that have inspired and have a little bit of like the fabric that's in this. But this, like you say, I think this is my sort of special favorite child in a way.
Wonderful. Well, Simon, thank you so much for your time today. Cannot wait. Invasion season number 3 coming to us on Apple TV Plus on August 22nd. And thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.